All right, Shalom. This is Hara One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Ha Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders that ruled well, and the elders that rule well today. Shalom to you, Akim, which means the brothers, and also the Akwatim, which means sisters and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going to be edification or a dive into Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 19, where it says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. Now, you hear a lot of people bring that scripture out, just talking about Israel, or Jake being the former of all things. That's true, because the Lord did use Israel to create everything, starting with Yahushua, and also, the Lord says we're the salt of the earth, and so on and so on. All right, everything started with us. So now, but the thing about that scripture is, it's not talking about Jacob being the former of all things. It's talking about Yahweh being the former of all things. So let's get into it real quick and see where we can go. All right, so let's get to it. Jeremiah 50 and 51 are two, those chapters are very prophetic chapters in Jeremiah. But let's get into Jeremiah 51 and 19. All right, where it says, the portion of Jacob is not like them. All right, so a lot of people read that and say, yeah, Jacob is not like them. Yeah, they're not like Esau. They're not like these people. That's true. But this is talking about the portion of Jacob is not like them. For he, see, that portion is the he. Not Jacob is the he. The portion is he. For he is the former of all things. See, people read, he is the former, meaning like prior to, or this came first, what came first, the chicken or the egg, former, like this is, he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh, the Lord of armies, is his name. So let's break that down now. So right here where it says the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. Now right here, let's get that real quick. Former. Oops, to the Greek. All right, so right here, it says what? Let me make it small. It says to form, Yatazar. All right, Yatazar means to mold into a form as a potter. So to determine. All right. To be preordained, to be created, to be formed. All right. Not the former meaning like the first, but the former meaning like he created everything. The former of Israel as a people. That's what it's talking about. So let's read that now with that in mind. It says, Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them. We're going to get into that in a second. For he is the former, the creator of Israel and of all things. That's what it should say. The precious people Israel, and he created all things. And Israel, the same nation that he created, is the rod of his inheritance, man. Okay? So the same one that he created is the same one that he's going to inherit someday. Yahweh, the Lord of armies, the Lord of the heavenly armies is his name. That's the way it should be broken down. So now let's get into it. The portion of Jacob is not like them. It says the portion, meaning what? An award from God, a portion, a lot, a territory. Okay? Parcel of land, a possession. Oh, okay, so it says chalak. So an allotment. What's been allotted to Israel, to Jacob. Right, so this is 2 Samuel 22 and 31. As for Yahweh, his way is perfect. Okay, not these false gods, these nations, these kings, or not even our own way. Yahweh's way is perfect. The word of Yahweh is tried. All right, it's been tried by the Lord putting that spirit on his elect men, and they the ones that've been tried on this earth. All right, been tested. He is a buckler, see, and it shows that he is a protector. All right, to all them that trust in him. Let's get that word buckler. I like to read etymology of words. All right, so that word buckler, magana or magana, it says a shield, a protector, the scaly hide of the crocodile. All right, a shield, the small one, or a buckler. All right, like a small shield that you hold close to you. So it says here, he's our buckler, and it's been tested and tried in the earth. On who? People like Isaiah, people like Daniel, people like Jeremiah, Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah, Yahushua. All right. So it says, as for Yahweh, his way is perfect. The word of Yahweh is tried, see? All right. He is a buckler to all them that trust in him. So, and it's been proven. All right. And you can read Sirach chapter 2 to get that understanding. All right, verse 32. For who is God? Who is the power save our power, Yahweh? Who is God besides him, man? That's what it's talking about. It says the portion of Jacob is not like them, man. Our portion, who is that? Yahweh, Yahushua. That's who we belong to, and who belongs to us. Like Yahushua was given to us, and we belong to Yahushua. He's our king. He's our child as well. All right. He was birthed from our nation, and we were created by Yahushua as well. All right. So, and Yahweh, he's our portion too. So who is the power save our God, Yahweh? Who else? Nothing else exists. That's why I say he exists. That's his name. And who is a rock save our rock? All right. Yeah, our rock is Yahushua. Yahweh is my strength and power, and he maketh my way perfect. Okay. So now, all right. So it said the portion of Jacob is not like them. He is the former of Israel, the precious people Israel, and the former of all things. Okay. The rest of these false gods are idols, man, and they're false. They're lies. So our God, our portion is not like them. That's what this is saying. Not saying that The portion of Jacob is not like them. Israel formed everything, like George Washington Carver. They formed the electric lights. It's talking about Yahweh is the former of all things. He is not like these false gods. All right. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. All right. So the people of Israel were made holy, separate unto him, a portion for him. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. All right, so the Lord made us his portion, and he made himself our portion. Okay, so now this is Zechariah 2, and let's go to 11. And many nations shall be joined to Yahweh in that day, and shall be my people. Let's start from 10 to get a clear point. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for lo, I am come and will dwell in the midst of thee, saith Yahweh. And many nations shall be joined to Yahweh in that day, and shall be my people. It's talking about Israel. All right. It says many nations, the 12 tribes of Israel, as the sand of the sea. And I will dwell in the midst of thee, and thou, and that goes clear with Revelation 21, the last verse, last few verses. And thou shalt know that Yahweh, the creator of the heavenly armies, have sent me unto thee. And Yahweh shall inherit Judah his portion in the Holy Land. So it's going to happen. So we are his portion. And allotted connected to Yahweh, and he's connected to Israel. That we're his people. And shall choose Jerusalem again. So he did away with us. The same way that he created, birthed us into a nation coming out of Egypt. And then we went astray, and he set it up to inherit us through Yahweh Shai again. Why? Because Yahweh was in contract with us first. We went off as a nation, which is part of the Father's plan. And then he set it up to inherit us through his son, Yahweh Shai, in the future, to redeem us back to him. It says, be silent, O all flesh, before Yahweh, for he is raised up out of his holy habitation on the heavens. So the Lord is going to inherit Judah. All right, that's an inheritance, something that's his portion out of the nations. So people like Vocab and these false prophets, Christian churches thinking that everybody can be saved, they're not the Lord's inheritance. They're not joined to the Lord from the beginning. All right? These other nations. The only nation that was joined to Yahweh and to Yahweh Shai is Israel. This is 2 Corinthians 11 and 1, verse 2 actually. For I am jealous over you with a godly jealousy. All right, this is Paul speaking. It says, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Yahweh Shai. And that's what Yahweh did. He has espoused us, engaged us, set us up to be in a covenant with, married to Yahweh Shai. All right, as a chaste virgin. So that's where we belong to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai belongs to us. Okay, as our king. So he espoused us to one husband. That means allotted, or what was the word in the beginning? Portioned us to one husband. That's Yahushua. Okay, The portion of Jacob is Yahushua or Yahweh, either one. Because to get to Yahweh, he's our God. Even though he's the God of the whole earth, but he's only dealing with Israel. And he's dealing with us through his son, Yahushua. And he's going to present the elect as a chasm. Like he toiled, what's the word? Tilled the ground, chastised the tree, trimmed the hedges, right? And prepared us to be pure in the sight, presented to Yahushua. So it's a lot of work that the Lord is putting in dealing with us. To just all of a sudden accept Esau. No, the Lord ain't dealing with them. He let Esau and these nations run wild just so it can be destroyed. All right. So let's keep going. All right. So it said the portion of Jacob. All right. So who's our allotment? What? Like Esau, they have Caesarea Borgia, Zeus, all these idols, which are not real gods at all. The Hindus had their Shiva idols and all these different pagan idols, elephants and shit. Africans, they have their little Zulu, or not Zulu, but voodoo, witchcraft, witch doctors, and all these different demonic idols. The Egyptians, you know what I mean? Then you have Moab, they had Buddha idols. The Arabs, they got Muhammad, another pagan false prophet who later became an idol or idolized. So who do we have? We have the true and living power, Yahweh, the creator of everything, even us, the special people upon the earth. Man, made peculiar, different, just like day and night. So, and who did he put over us? Yahushua. All right, that's our God. Sirach 17:17. For in the division of nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. So he set a portion over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion, and he is our portion. He said, he's mine, and I'm his. I was singing in church. Them churches. So, okay, let's keep going. Deuteronomy 32:9. For Yahweh's portion is his people, man. He's not dealing with the rest of the world. He don't want them. He said the rest of the world is as a drop of a bucket. All right? But Israel is as a brand plucked out of the fire. His precious jewels. That's his portion. That's all he wants. And we're he's our portion. That's all we want is Yahweh and his son Yahushua to be in their presence. Jacob is the allotment of his inheritance. See? Let me read that again. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. That word lot goes into portion of his inheritance. Once again, it goes hand in hand with Jeremiah 51:19. For Yahweh's portion is his people. Right? So who's our portion? Yahweh. The portion of Jacob is not like them. Like what? Like these false gods. All right? And Israel is the rod of his inheritance, meaning Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Okay? So It said he even created us. That's what it means in Jeremiah 51 and 19. And we're going to see what that means. It's not yet shown where we shall be. Even the peculiarness of us today with the faith that the Lord blessed us with through time, been tried 7 times over. Where people tried to break our faith and couldn't do it. People like Antiochus Epiphanes. And they were shocked and awe at what the Lord has instilled in us. Even these old slave masters in America, they were shocked at the strength and faith our people had in Yahweh. Even though 2/3, or a lot of us, even at that time where we fell away, Romans 10 said we had a zeal, compassion toward the Lord, but just not according to knowledge. All right. So now, let's get this. So, for the Yahweh's people, portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. He found him in a desert land. That desert land is Egypt. And in the waste, howling wilderness. He led him out. He led us out with Moses. He instructed him, gave us the laws, and he kept him as the apple of his eye, even to this day. As an eagle stirreth up his nest, right? When the eagle is ready for their smaller eagle, the baby eagles, I don't know what they'd be called, ready for them to start flying and fly out of the nest, they start to rip up the nest and make it prickly, and so the thorns will stick out, and it makes the eagle babies uncomfortable, where they can't stay there no more, and they have to get out of there, fly out of there. So that's the same thing what the Lord did with Egypt. He allowed them to put pressure on us, and those Egyptians with the Pharaoh, and forced us to run out of there on the Passover night. In haste too. That's why we eat our Passover with our shoes on our feet and our staff in hand. Allegedly, you don't have to have a staff, but that readiness. In the same way today, being in America, being amongst the people but not of the people, being in America but not of this place, being ready for the departure, the deliverance. As an eagle stirreth up her nest, fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings. So Yahweh alone, right? He sent Yahweh to do it. All right, there was no idols, no gods with him. It was Yahweh. So Yahweh alone did lead him, and he focused on us. Out of all the nations, he focused on us and just cared and guided us, even to this day. And there was no strange God with him. See that? So our God is not like these, what do you call them shits? Ankh, Nibiru, all these, whatever they got, man. You could name it. And you read about them, some demons. That's all they worshiping is demons, planets, made up shit, fables. But what knowledge is like the knowledge of Yahweh, what he's done in caring for his people and creating. Let's get that. All right, because it says in Jeremiah 51 and 19, he is the former of all things. All right. That's why the scriptures say he's the Ancient of Days, if you want to say he's before everything, but it's talking about creation. Meaning he created everything. He formed everything. He even formed man of the dust of the earth. He formed us too out of Egypt, coming out of Egypt, into a nation by giving us laws, statutes, and commandments. The 12 tribes, the blessings from Abraham, Isaac, on to Jacob, that was spoken of, that was given to, the promises given to Abraham, amended and promised through Isaac, and landed on Jacob. The blessing. Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 17. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, man. So matter. You know, you got the spirit world, then you got the world of matter that we look at today, called the third dimension, the matrix, matter. All right, so everything was without form. Now we have form. Think about that. Even now, up until this point, we were without form. We were spiritually dead, and now the Lord formed us again. He's forming us, and we're seeing the process. Spiritually molding our spirit, getting us prepared for that almighty hand that made the world of matter without form wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions. Right, meaning the Lord can send, he can create anything. Leviathan's out there, Godzilla, or plural, right? So he can create anything to bring his judgment and destruction, but he chose this through his intelligence to create World War III. It's deep, man. All right, so let me get this real quick. Jeremiah 3:14, turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh, for I am married unto you. This is Yahweh speaking, man. Before he sent Yahweh Shai, he was dealing directly with us. But now, the process of time and us going off and breaking that marriage, that covenant, not honoring it, the Lord sent Yahweh Shai still to inherit us in the future, to bring us back to him. So we're his portion and he's our portion. He's not dealing with these nations. Psalms 147:19, he has not dealt so with any nation. As for his laws, these nations have not known them. All right. It says, for I am married unto you. So he's our lot, he's our portion, and we're his portion. And I will take you, one of a city, two of a family, and will bring you to Zion. All right, just because the scriptures say that not all Israel is of Israel. Just because they're Israelite, they don't mean they're for Israel. They're following after these false gods that are not like our power. They're not like Yahweh. They don't exist. He exists. He's proven it. It says, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, who shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. What God you know to do that? Look at the priest of Baal. Look at the politicians. Look at the entertainers, the Christian preachers, TD fakes. They're not feeding people with knowledge and understanding. They're not pastors according to Yahweh's heart. Look at Cat Williams. He's the new spokesperson for morality now, but he's not a pastor according to Yahweh's heart, to his mind. This dude, Cat Williams, he honoring Farrakhan in Islam. So we're the ones that set up to feed the people according to following the good shepherd, Yahushua. All right, after the Lord's heart. So it says he's married unto us, right? Let's get that. All right, so let's go back to it. Jeremiah 51:19. The portion of Jacob, meaning the lot that's given to Jacob, right? He said a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion, meaning that the Lord said himself over Israel. That's his apple of his eye. We're married to him. The portion of Jacob is not like them. So Yahweh is not like them, meaning what? All right, I'm going to read this real quick. Psalms 96:1, it says, "Oh, sing unto Yahweh a new song." See, we're singing a new song of deliverance, being delivered out of this second Egypt. All right, song of salvation, just like Moses sang, but now we're singing a new song through Yahushua. Sing unto Yahweh all the earth. He's talking about Israel that's scattered around the world. Sing unto Yahweh. Bless his name. See, his name. He's not like these idols, man. Show forth his salvation from day to day. So every day we're seeing his prophecies come to pass. Everything he said. And we show it teaching. Declare his glory among the heathen. That's where we're scattered amongst the heathen. And we're declaring the Lord's majesty and his glory. And that Yahweh Shai's day to be glorified is coming. Well, he's already glorified, but get his throne. His wonders among all people. For Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. That's right, man. Our portion is not like them. He is to be feared above all gods. All right, so you have idols, then you have gods. The difference is the idol is the physical object, like this. It's an idol. They make it or something like that, you know, like craft it or something like that. Not this, but, you know, the idols. But then you have the gods, which represent the fables or stories or myths that are made, characters that are created behind these idols, like Zeus or some shit, and then they make a statue to it or a picture, a painting. So you got idols, then you got the false gods. All right. He is to be feared above all gods, for all the gods of the nations are idols. Period, man. They just this. See that's why he separated the two. To all the stories you've been hearing about, they just idols, man. It's just damn matter. Yahweh created the world of matter. In the world of matter, humans created statues, or pictures or paintings. You know, an idol created another idol. Vanity creating vanity. That's all we are without Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Just vanity, man. All right, so vain things creating other vain things. The world of matter creating more matter. Yahweh is a spirit. Spirit comes before this world of matter. It's more real than this place. So, for all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh, he made the heavens. He made the sky, the firmament, the distance from earth, showing his thoughts compared to our thoughts. The ionization of the atoms, the water, Shemayim. So you got space, weather, you got oxygen we breathe today, and then the water we drink, all the same, but just ionized and separated. The 7 layers of the firmament, the planets, the sun, the distance from the sun, the axis, the years and months by the tilting of the earth as the sun goes around it, you know. That's how you get years. That's how you get seasons. And even to this day, Yahweh Shai said that he go to prepare a place for us, man. So that where he is, we may be also. So for all the gods of the nations are idols, man. That's why he's different. Our portion is not like that portion. What's given to them. Yahweh gave himself to us. But our people don't want him. They don't want to deal with him. 2/3. But Yahweh, he made the heavens, man. All right? Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give unto Yahweh, O ye kindreds of the people, families of the people, Israel. Give unto Yahweh glory and strength. Give unto Yahweh the glory due to his name. IUIC. Bring an offering and come into his courts, man. And the offering we have today is honoring his son, the spirit of truth. We offer a spiritual sacrifice acceptable to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and ourselves we offer up in his courts, you know, in his presence. O worship Yahweh in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. Say among the heathen that Yahweh reigneth. See, that's what we're saying amongst the heathen, that their gods are just idols, and our God is the one that reigns. He's the ruler. People, you're arrogant. Nah, we're just telling the truth. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. And that's talking about Israel. And the kingdom is going to be set up based upon righteousness. And Yahweh Shai is going to be the ruler. And Israel is going to be ruling the earth and the universe. And it shall never be moved out of place. All right? Everything's going to be in order. He shall judge the people righteously. So 2/3 is going to be destroyed. And he's going to make us perfect in the kingdom. So 2/3 is going to be destroyed. The elect are going to get delivered. And 2/3 are going to be brought back as babies into the kingdom. Thus all Israel shall be saved. Just two different processes. But the deliverance and perfection, salvation, righteousness is only for Israel. All right. Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar. Let the fullness and the fullness thereof, everything that's in the sea. Let the field be joyful. It's going to all grow and blossom in the kingdom. And all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice, meaning they're going to grow. Right now, Esau is in the way until he be moved out of the way, like a cancer. All right? So the whole earth is going to flourish once these devils get moved out of the way, because they're robbing the earth of its resources. Just for it to return back to the earth again. You know? So, before Yahweh, to do it before Yahweh, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth, man. All right, so the gods of the nations are just idols, but our portion is not like them. Jeremiah 10:5. They are upright as the palm tree, right? We just witnessed people celebrating the Christmas, Babylonian, Assyrian Christmas celebration, pagan, idolatrous feast. But the same tree that they bow down to and get the presents, the children get the presents from, and they deck it with silver and with gold, like they dressing an idol. Over in India or something, you know, India, they be doing that. They have an elephant, they dress it with all kind of shit, put a dot on his forehead. So Jake doing that over here in America now. But in the ancient times, they used to worship that, saying that it was a representation of Nimrod. So today it became a modern practice, and I'm not worshiping it. I'm just doing it to get my family together and stuff, you know what I mean? Nah, they worship, they're honoring that. Anyway, they are upright as the palm tree, but they speak not. So these idols can't speak. Yahweh he's the true and living power in God. He can speak. He's spoken in this earth, and he's speaking now. It says, but Yahweh speaketh once, yea, twice, but man perceiveth it not. They must needs be born, because they cannot be. So they got to be created, because they cannot, be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. All right, so we ain't worrying about these people and their witchcraft and all that, and their idols. Anything, we shatter them and break all of them. It can't do nothing. It's just an idol. Daniel showed that, especially in Bel and the Dragon. The Bible said that Baal stoopeth down, and Nebu failed as well. All right. Thou art great and thy name is great in might. His name is important. Who would not fear, O King of nations? For to thee doeth it appertain. For as much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. This is our people, the wicked ones amongst our nation during the time of Jeremiah. They were worshiping idols. The Lord would send them out and say, yo, go look behind the groves. I'm going to send you over here at nighttime. Go check behind this grass. You're going to see them out there on some Masonic shit. Worshiping idols and shit. Worshiping that symbol. During the time of Jeremiah, they were worshiping that symbol that Zechariah and them wear on their shirt. That black Saturn box. All right. So they were worshiping that during the time of Jeremiah. It says, silver spread into plates is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Euphaz. The gold of Euphaz was around southern, what's that place called, man? Sheba, all right? Babylon. The work of the workman and the hands of the founder. But the Lord created those hands, the Lord created the workman. Blue and purple is their clothing. They are all the work of cunning men, skilled men. But Yahweh is the true power. He is the living power and an everlasting king. Right? I could go into the wisdom of Solomon where it shows that Yahweh created man, and then man created the fruitless image and these false idols. Just like Noah, the Lord created Noah, but Noah was righteous. He was a creator as well. He took the same wood that somebody could use and mold an idol out of with a wicked mind. He took that wood and molded something righteous out of it, which was a boat set up for salvation. All right. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. So the Lord said, yeah, say this to these people that's making these idols. They're going to perish as well. Meaning when the Lord destroys America, or I'll say Babylon, all the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Everything they went through to create these idols and decorate them. You go to these stores and you got candles with Santeria, all these pagan shit. Crosses in these churches, Catholic churches, walking carrying the crosses. Little baby demon Jesus that they got, Edomite naked baby. All the details they put into that, the Lord gonna melt that shit. And in the kingdom, we're gonna be destroying idols on a daily basis. All right. So even they shall be destroyed from under these heavens, man. They're not gonna exist anymore someday. He have made the earth by his power. He hath established the world by his wisdom. Meaning there was no gods with him, no powers with him. It was him. And Yahweh established it through giving power to a portion of power to Yahushua and his angels, and had them create the world of matter that we live in today, where you can't see past the color blue with the sky, but the sky is really black. At nighttime, there's nothing there. Where you can't see beyond these shapes, circles, squares, triangles, rectangles. Everything you look at is a three-dimensional shape. Even the shape of our head, circle. Some people got blockheads, but all right. But in the spirit world, you have different shapes. Like even light can have a shape to it. The light that beams from something. We can't see the shape of that. We try to draw it on paper. When you're drawing lights or something. even our breath. The Lord can see the shape of our breath when we breathe. So that's the fourth dimensional view of this matrix. All right, so he made everything by his power. He have established the world by his wisdom and have stretched out the heavens by his discretion, meaning how much as he wanted to be. He's outside of that. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. This is our creator, our God. And he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth, man. And this was the creation of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain. So first we had a mist and vapors coming out of the earth. And then he sent lightning, storms, and rain during the times of Noah. And bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures, man. Where the wind, you can see the wind, the proof of it by seeing the tree, the leaves on the trees move, or feeling it brush against your skin, or seeing your inhale, exhale. That's how we know when air exists. But you can never tell where it started or where it ends. But the Lord knows. It's deep, man. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Let's get down to the point. All right. Oh, every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood. So these little idols that they're making, and they molded it, it's from their damn carnal ass mind, like an animalistic, beastly mind and shit, with no guidance. I'm gonna make anything. Oh, look what I made. And people are, ooh, he got horns. They are vanity. Yeah, they vanity. It says what? And there is no breath in them. Yahweh is living and breathing. It's deep, man. Yahweh Shai, you know. They are vanity and the work of errors. Meaning wickedness. Sin, the work of sin. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. They're going to get destroyed. It's just nothing but, it's like, it's just going to melt. That's what it's there for. Collect dust. They got to keep cleaning it. Read about that in the Book of Wisdom of Solomon. And also the Bell and the Dragon with Daniel. It's just there to collect dust as idols. But even during the time of Babylon, they thought that these damn idols had breath in them. And Daniel showed them one time. In Babylon, all right? He showed them that what they were worshiping amongst Persia and amongst Babylon were idols. And when they stuffed it with, I think it was hay and some other material, and they just kept stuffing it until it just shattered. Like, yeah, that's all it is, man. But, anyway, you got to read that story if you haven't already. Look at this. Jeremiah 10 and 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them. See that? They are vanity and the work of errors. So these idols, these false gods, in the time of their visitation, they shall perish. See? Why? Because the portion of Jacob, see, the portion or the ruler over Jacob is not like them. For he, Yahweh, is the former, the creator of all things, even Israel. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh, the God of the heavenly armies, is his name. That's how it should be read. All right? So it's not talking about Jacob or Israel being the former of all things, Like, yeah, we the former of all things. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about Yahweh being the former of all things. All right? So let's go back to it real quick. All right? So it's the same scripture. Go hand in hand. with what I just read in Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 5. It breaks it down in more detail about the idols, comparing them to Yahweh. He's not like them. The gods of the nations are idols. They're vanity. Jeremiah 51 and 19, the portion of Jacob is not like them. So Yahweh is not like them. For he is the former of all things. See, he created everything. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh, the Lord of the heavenly hosts, is his name. And with that, I hope you're edified. And the whole goal is to teach this truth correctly. You know, as Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has directed us to, and the elders have led us to. All right, with that, I'm going to say, but we got to move in the spirit of truth. All right. I'll say Shalom, teach the truth and sincerity. All right. And Shalom to Yakim and Akwatim and Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Harakah Kodash. All right, Ma'af. All right, and double honor to the elder apostles of GMS. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.